Hi everyone. Okay, cameras are rolling and I'm down here at Steamboat Landing right now. And you know what I did was I came down here because it was Friday night and you know it gets a little busy up there at Beacon Rock, and I like to let the people do what they do, and I back out of a situation, and if everything's going fine, I like everybody to have a good time. If I see fucking riffraff anywhere, I put a fucking stop to it, just like I'm the fucking bouncer at the bowling alley. And I am kind of like the bouncer at the bowling alley right here all the time. I'm down here at Steamboat Landing, and I get to see right here, I could see where Eve's sat right there from where I park my motorhome, and the officers know where I park my motorhome here at Steamboat Landing, right here at the top where everybody could see it. I don't hide anywhere. I don't hide evasively. I leave my windows open. It says DB Cooper, son, John T. Wright at YouTube right here. And I go up here, and I went to Ash Street last night, and there's a motorhome there, and it looks like it's okay. It's got a GM nose on it. It's got a camper on it. That man has dumped off a garbage can, garbage, a cooler, and all this shit right there. He's marking his territory, and he'll be back soon, and he'll be parking up there, and I want that fucking motorhome, I want that camper fucking removed, because for one, he's dumping garbage all over the place. Nobody's up and above the law. Now I want that goddamn straightened up right now. They like to think that they have the luxury of parking near my fucking motorhome, and these here people are not my fucking friends. My friends are the good workers in Camas that has jobs. My friends are people that has houses and take care of their fucking belongings, and they also mind their own goddamn business too, and they don't want nobody bothering them, so they don't bother you. Now if you bother me, I'm gonna bother you, and that's what the Holy Father says. If you bother the Holy Father's Son, the Holy Father's gonna deploy the rock, and I'm the rock, and the Holy Father will deploy it, and Satan and Eve will come out and do the dirty work. I don't have to call a cop. I don't have to call a cop because I watch over law enforcement agencies. I look over people. I've been a bouncer for all these fucking years. I'm literally a bouncer. You come, you act out in that fucking bowling alley, and I'll ship you right out the motherfucking door, and I don't need a gun to do it. A little bit of fucking strong ethics and a little bit of fucking that will throw you right out of the fucking bowling alley faster than fuck. And that's just the way it will be around this here town and this community. Matter of fact, I've met some wonderful people today. I come back to Camas, and I have promise in Camas. What? I want this to be straightened out, and so it will be goddamn straightened out. Literally down to the people. I go to the dollar store, I see Lance over there, like Terry Lance Shortridge. I like the guy. Matter of fact, Lance, if you wanted to ever go up, go get the fuck out of that place, and along with the rest of them that work down there. And they all know who they are. I'm nice to everyone, but I'm not nice to riffraff. And like the person that works over at the Rama, hey, you know what? The guy probably is a hard worker, and maybe he has a little bit of ethics getting the job and everything like that. You don't bring your dogs inside grocery fucking outlet, or you'll be banded out of grocery outlet, and you'll be banded out of the dollar store, and you'll be banded out of the fucking parking lot too. Now, if I can get a ticket for making an evasive maneuver in town, I'm not up and above the law, and I fucking proved it the other day. Oh yeah. Yeah, that law officer had me dead bang to the right to give me that ticket. Mr. Angelino. And he's got the name of that rock star chick. And she's so hot, she gives me a heart attack. Oh, what do you think this law officer could do to me? Well, he's not going to give me a heart attack. We're going to have a good fucking time together, because I don't hold animosities to an officer that does goddamn correct. Well, you're bulletproof to me. You put Washougal on, and you are fucking bulletproof. And that's what I told that fine law officer. You know, and by the way, the Holy Father says, take it or fucking leave it. You've been offered the fucking deal of the day, and if you turn this one down, you're as stupid as the rest of them. And you know, I wouldn't use the word stupid on people. I wouldn't use the word fool on people. Well, Donald Trump and his fucking supporters are nothing but fools. By doing wrong, absolutely knowing wrong, and fucking thinking that they can smear it in our faces. You ain't smearing nothing in the United States of America's face. I want all of you executed for what you fucking have done and what you fucking did to people. Susan Jane Donohoe, that 37-foot motorhome is connected to that 1007th Street house in Camas, Washington. You law enforcement officers finally did your fucking jobs. Now keep those bitches out of here. Keep them away from the good people of Camas, so these people of Camas don't have frictions. And I feel it, because where I get my information is from the people. The people tell me what the hell's going on. Now let's go. Just continue. I go down to the grocery store. I buy my food down at Safeways. I put my food. I got my motorhome reloaded up. I take enough food for 2 days, 3 days. Great food. I'm working out every day. I'm doing what God wants me to do. God wants me to be everything that I could fucking possibly do correctly. And when I'm doing things so correctly, it gives me more fucking power. Like running around and getting a power pill, a power nugget, do this, do that. When I do what the Holy Father wants me to do, He empowers me to become even a greater source of influence and power on the world. And that's the truth. I meet all of these people, and all of these people. I met a man and a woman that I was on the dock. I walked this way and I walked down there, and his wife was Oriental. He was a man, white man. And, you know, we got to talking over here, and, you know, I finally broke to my D.B. Cooper's real son, and I told him I spilled my guts, and we had fun. And we talked about this stuff, and he said those people out of here, they can't come back here, and all this stuff. And I told him about that 37-foot motorhome, and oh, that guy and that park and that bowling alley. And I talked to him about right here in Camas, right here at Little Tijuana, right there at Grocery Outlet. These are people just moved to this area, and they're fresh onto it, watching the news and stuff. And I talked to them about Beacon Rock. They love Beacon Rock, and it has nice people. They asked me where the bathrooms and showers was, and I told them exactly where it was in that dock and stuff. Hey, we had a good time. I fucking seen it. These people are great people. Now I got people that'll park next to me over here. They park next to my motorhome. People are not fucking scared of me whatsoever. I clean up riffraff and get rid of it permanently. It's permanent when I do things, and that's what I do. And let's see, if I see something wrong, it resonates through glass and windows and everything. This has been happening all my life, and I didn't know what was happening. You know, if you knew better, you'd do better. Now, I seen this here man and woman. We talked. We had a great time. He was telling me that this riffraff down here, this here stuff, they can't come in here and do this anymore. And I was so pleased to hear this, because hey, this is where I get my news, is from these people. I told them, I said, I really thank you for coming here and telling me this information and stuff this morning, because this is just music to my ears. Again, I applaud everyone that's involved in this major cleanup operation, and it is. You ship this shit right out of here. We don't fucking need it. And by the way, I've not just talked to this person. I came down here and there's a black woman here, and she's sitting here down here on the bench right here where I could see it. I clean off that podium right there. I should go and clean the podiums because people will read them if it's clean and pristine, they'll clean it. Their kids will go over there to it and go, "Mommy, Daddy, tell us all about it," and all this shit. It's good shit. You clean up what's fucking dirty, and we're gonna be putting little children and adults and stuff on the right path, because you know what? People are like sheep. They could just be led right or they could be led wrong. And by the way, left is right and right is wrong. It's like the motorcycle rider that wears the earring on his left ear, and he says left is right and right is wrong, because right is wrong. And the way that these bullies think that I'm right, you're not fucking right about anything, and you wore those little red hats and you act like you're God. Well, I'm the Holy Father's son, and I find it all very offensive, and so does the Holy Father. And boy, even Satan's taking a whole new take over it too, because they goddamn know I have ethics where they didn't. I take off my hat when I come into a room where you should. I don't put my fucking hat on me like this and walk around down here like I'm a fucking piece of shit. Because anybody that walks around me that puts their fucking hat on that thinks they're so fucking cool, unless you're a fucking hot chick or a chick can get away with fucking putting their hat on their head. You know why? Because they're the fucking star. They're the sexiest thing. They're the sex symbol. They're everything that man looks up to. And you was looking up to my wife, Eve, by the way. I got people right out here looking. And, but this is the way you wear your hat. You teach your children to wear your fucking hat the right way. Because if they don't wear their hat the right way, I fucking look at them and I think I hate their fucking dads for treating them and teaching them that goddamn way. Their mothers never taught them to do that. They got it from the men, the other boys. That was taught by a bunch of fucking worthless bastards that fucking smoked cigarettes and fucking and just spewed hate. Hate. You got love or you got fucking hate. You've got right, which is love, or you got hate. That is fucking wrong. And hate seems to be on the right hand side. They think they're right for hating. You have no right to hate anybody. And I have the right to hate everybody. Women are out of the equation. They never did it. Adam is just as guilty as Eve, but you never hear about what fucking happened to Adam. You just hear about Eve did this. Well, I was stuck on this. I was blaming Eve too for what happened in the garden. I come to find out that I'm Adam in all this. And this here was always something that was fucking always taking me back to the Garden of Eden. I was always taken back to the Garden of Eden. It's like me learning the book Revelations. My mother says, "You don't know Revelations. You've never read it." I said, "Yes, I have. And I've read it many times." You just start reading it every day, and when you fucking get over it, you start at the beginning every day, and you'll get further. You'll get further. And by the time you get to the end of it, you're going to goddamn know it, because you've had to start, 8, 10 times before you got to the end of it. You're going to sit down, you're going to read the whole book of Revelations at the one fucking sitting by the time it's goddamn over. Matter of fact, you might want to do that with every chapter through the Bible if that's what you need to do. Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. I met this black woman right here. She's right here at that podium. And, she's a little heavy set. And I come up, I seen her, woohoo, like that. She turned. I don't want to walk up on people. I don't surprise people. I don't come in within 21 feet of somebody without them knowing I'm goddamn there. But people will slip up and they'll be right there before you know it. They'll be within 3 and 4 feet of you, and really it's 7 feet, like the 7th Fleet of the United States of America. 14 feet, 21 feet, there's 3 extra feet. There's 24 feet between 2 lanes of traffic, including the shoulder. It's 21 feet between these, with a 3-foot variance this way, like this, squeeze back and forth. And I'll tell you what, if you knew more about the law, you'd do more about the law too, by the way. You would hold up the law and say, this is what the law is. Now everybody practice the same thing, everybody's going to get along good. It's not being communist by following the law, but it is treason for not. And at the point that you got in America, you have a treasonous party, the Republican Party, that's committed treason against the United States of America. And I would know, because I'm a fucking witness to the whole thing, through the D.B. Cooper crimes, the Zodiac crime, knowing everything about what happened in Port Angeles, Washington, right down to the Johnson's dirty bookstore. You know, there's so many fucking things, and there's so much evidence that it says it's true. It's not just one thing, it's not just 2 things, it's many things, and that means it's connected. George Fairhart jumping up and down in front of me, claiming that now my dad is their slave. What was behind the motive of this, George Fairhart? Would you please explain? Because I want all of you to explain. Bruce Kimsey, can you please explain to everybody in the world why you fucking put Rick Rife in prison when I brought you the information for the Merwins case, and I told you who did it, when they did it? They were out of town, they were here, the whole fucking 9 yards, and I got treated like I was a fucking criminal because I came forward and I was stepping on Bruce Kimsey's case, he said. Bruce Kimsey, you sat up on top of that fucking courthouse jumping up and down like you were something goddamn special. Bruce Kimsey, you are not goddamn anything special. The damage that you've caused, my lawyer, James L. Rowland, told me of the potential problems. And Mr. Bruce Kimsey, you're a goddamn part of it. And by the way, I'll never see Matthew Thomas Wright ever again after what you people have done to him. You goddamn fucking people. And by the way, I hold you fucking responsible, and Satan and Eve will fucking get you. There's no doubt about it. I don't even have to come near you to kill you, to make your life fucking implode upon you. You'll think that the trumpets is going around and the walls of Jericho is falling down upon you in so many fucking ways. All I have to do is act out. All I have to do is hit that fucking ball. I popped that ball. I fucking maimed that ball. I have to reorder a ball. And by the way, I got my parts to my motorhome. I got my 4 new lights and stuff. They come in boxes like this. And this is the tiles to go throughout the motorhome. It's black, it's gray and black, I believe. I'm going to do across this. I think I'll do the whole thing like this. I think I might do the walls in something different. Hey man, U.S. Bank, man, they are getting a makeover inside their house. I'm getting a makeover inside my house. I'm heading towards Beacon Rock soon. I'm going to be doing a little bit of singing and stuff today. And I'm just trying to fucking get by the best I goddamn can. You know, when I'm in a better mood, we're going to do better. And we're doing better around Camas right now. And I hold no animosity to any officer that writes me a ticket for something I've really fucking done. But, you know, framing me, 2014, hey, I had an ottoman burnt in that fucking house right before my eyes. Satanic activity. I had a sheriff inside that fucking house. I can identify that guy's face. I fucking flip up every fucking sheriff that was on the roster back 2014. I'll find that guy. And by the way, you know, the man that pulled me over and gave me a ticket might be the very officer that put those handcuffs on me in 2014. Hey, I hold nothing against that man. You're just a witness to what fucking happened. Tell the goddamn truth. Joshua inside the cup, Joshua outside the cup. Just tell what you fucking witnessed as the truth. That's good enough. That's good enough. You know, Jerry Wright, those fucking baseballs. Jerry, you could take those baseballs and you could shove them up your fucking ass, because you'll pay so fucking bad for crossing your brother John. And by the way, you cross the Holy Father's son and you're gonna fucking pay, motherfucker. Because you're down there with Hulk Hogan. Hey, you and Hulk Hogan can get a room together, because you two butt fuckers could butt fuck each other as far as I'm concerned. I didn't never like fucking Hulk Hogan. Hell, he was a fucking actor. A fucking actor. And like, when I found wrestling was fucking acting, there's a few wrestlers that could actually fucking fight, like Bret Hart. Shawn Michaels won't take shit from people either. You see? And Buddy Rose taught Shawn Michaels the art of it. And by the way, I don't mind just sitting here saying, this people I like, these people I fucking hate. And I got reasons to hate people. And what I says goes, if you never please the Holy Father, you never pleased me. If you never pleased me, you never pleased the Holy Father. I went down to Safeways, I bought chicken. Oh, I bought chicken from the most loveliest lady that's in there. And I'm sure she's too young, she's too nice for me, and she is the most pleasantest woman that I come in there and I buy stuff for her. And I just wish her the nicest day. And the other lady there that has her son that works there. And there's a really good looking little gal. She puts her hat on like this. She's a chick, and she could get away with it in Safeways working at that deli, because that chick knows what she's doing in there. She compliments the whole place. She'd be my basketball star inside Safeways right there in the deli. But those other three ladies right there, they probably are quite entertained with her. And her boyfriend or husband works there that I liked. I knew he was cool when I seen him out at this thing. I mean, I could tell cool people from non-cool people. And there's a few people that's in Safeways that's ruffled my feathers. Rebecca, you never ruffled my feathers. You pushed my button, baby. Now, that other one, that Chinese girl that I said something about, oh, I got on her down there. Oh, nobody's off my limits. But I seen her in the check line. She checked me out today. I said, it's nice to see you here. We both smiled. Can I put your number? And she's living the life, and she's doing better, too. Everybody that I come in contact with does better. And by the way, I'm not a chick, so I'll put my hat on the right way, or I'll take it off out of respect. You got it? And I would say that you do the same. When I see boys baseball over there, why do you put on red shirts and stuff like that? Do you little boys think you're gods? Or does these parents think you're God over the other team that has to wear a color that's not like that? You're not hunters? I guess you got to wear them in hunting season. It's the fucking law. But it's not the law to fucking walk around with a red hat that offends somebody. Like, you're a fucking hunter. We can't trust you. You may have a gun and you might kill us. I don't want to see none of that fucking red hat and that bullshit, because what it resonates to me. You could say, well, it doesn't. But it goddamn does. And if it fucking pisses me off, that's good enough for the Holy Father. That's just good enough. I don't need no goddamn excuses. Like I told that law officer, if you see fucking stickers in people's fucking windows like that, whatever, unless it's a heart that has just fucking pure love on it, you pull them over, it's probable fucking cause. I want to know what makes these bitches tick, and you should too. Anytime that they've done something evasive, anytime they put fucking stickers and shit on their fucking windows, anytime that they're fucking put their fucking music up too fucking loud, that's probable cause to come over and bother them. To come over and bother them because they've bothered the people around them. That's nothing wrong with having your music up fucking loud, as long as there's no one around. You roll up your fucking windows and you play it inside your car loud, but you don't roll up your windows and fucking have it blaring so everybody has to hear the bullshit that you do listen to inside your car. Roll up your windows. You won't have to turn up your stereo that goddamn loud because your windows are now closed and you'll be bombarded with your own fucking shit instead of somebody else. That's it. If you infringe upon anybody's goddamn life and I find out about it, I want you fucking blotted out, dead, killed, everything. I have zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. Do you know what zero tolerance is? That means when I hear fucking shit, I want to hear those fucking sirens going off to go to that person's fucking demised fucking injury. What you reap is what you fucking sow. With me and with the Holy Father, and Satan and Eve is going to obey, and that's just the way it goddamn is. I am so pleased with all the things that I see that's glory down here. That black woman that I stopped and talked to, I had a heck of a good time with her. 20 minutes of pure pleasure. And, you know, she told me she walked all the way down to the East End, down there by the nude beach. And that black woman, you know, she's a little heavy and stuff. I thought I'd just come over there and talk to her. I said, I had black girlfriends before I have black friends, and I'm not a prick whitey. And you know, you goddamn white fucking son of a bitches that are fucking, you know, suppressing people by your bullshit. And you wouldn't even talk to this black woman. Belittle yourselves. You're no better. This woman right here is over you men. And I treated her with honor and respect. She opened up. She told me about things. I told her I'd be like Richard Simmons, and working with you girls like that. And she was so fucking happy to hear that kind of talk. And I think you should be happy about it too. The Holy Father, Son would sit down and help you with about anything. I'm kind of like a psychiatrist. I could tell you what fucking went wrong and get you on the track immediately. I'm just not going to waste your time, nor my time, or your fucking money on something that's obviously should just be told to you free so you could freely get the fuck out of here. And that reminds me of the joke, and it's not a joke really. Okay. Here's these white people. They're going to California because they heard a gold rush is there. They came from New York. They're going to the gold rush that's in California. And they're coming across the Great Plains and stuff. They're getting past Wyoming and Colorado, all those great states. And they broke down their wagon wheel. Fucking busted. Fucking, they're broke down. Dead bang. Fucking, they ain't moving nowhere until this wagon's fixed. And lo and behold, here comes the Indian tribe. God Almighty. The Indian tribe's coming. Jesus Christ, they may kill us. Well, they may have killed us. They should have killed you. They could have killed you. They didn't want to kill you, and they don't want to kill you necessarily. Well, what did those Indians goddamn do when they came out there then? Well, they helped them as quick as they can with that wagon and got that wagon fixed. Fuck yeah, they got that wagon, they picked it up with all those braves, picked it up, got that wheel half off, that half-broke wheel off there. They even brought a new wheel. They goddamn knew from half a mile away what these white gringos done. These people that aren't used to this savage wilderness. Well, hell, they went down there, they got that wagon up, they put that new wheel on, they got the old wheel off, got that new wheel on, and get the fuck out of here. You know, the Indians just wave at these people. They go, gosh, those Indians were nice. Those people, we may never have to kill those Indians to take over this great nation. The moral of the story is those Indians seen those white bitches coming. That's right. And when they broke down, they said, we want those bitches out of here. They ran out there as quick as they can. They fucking lifted up that wagon. They stuck that fucking wheel on there, cinched that baby up tight and proper and stuff. Said, you are good to go. Get the fuck out of here. And hit the Susan Donohoe show. Hit the fucking road. We don't want you goddamn no more. And if I ever see this riffraff again, the Holy Father's going to take fucking aim and nail Camas and Washougal, and it could end up being like Sodom and Gomorrah. And that's none of the reason why these people down there at Camas, I believe, fucking moved fucking hand and fist to get this garbage out of this town and get it out of my fucking eyesight. And I'm just telling you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, because it is fucking deadly. I mean, I'm at the point, God's told me it's a little too fucking late. But I tell you what, I don't think it's too fucking late. Because if you've pleased me, you've pleased the Holy Father. I don't want this place destroyed. I want law officers to be able to do their jobs and not being held back. You know, what the fucking worst thing in the world is to be a law enforcement officer and being told that you have to use rubber bullets in your gun? Fuck you. I'd pull out my fucking gun and I'd say, there ain't no goddamn way I'm gonna do it. I won't be a law enforcement officer. You can have this goddamn bullshit back. You let me fight these goddamn people with the laws and the tools that we have. And by the way, I don't like special gun permits for civilians. They have no goddamn rights to have those goddamn guns hidden, where they could come into a business and decide to shoot everyone up. No one knows if you've got a concealed weapon, and that's a fucking problem. I've dealt with it in businesses and stuff. People come in, they say, I got a concealed weapon. They think that they're going to pull it out in my bowling alley and cause a goddamn commotion. You're 86. If you got a concealed weapons, you leave it at home. You ever bring something in one of my bowling alleys or any businesses that are open to the public, you've violated their rights by bringing a dangerous weapon inside of their business, such as somebody with a fucking dog. All of those things could be used as a weapon. How about using your car as a weapon? Fuck. Yesterday when I got that ticket, yesterday or the day before, one of the two, I could have been using my car as a goddamn weapon because I've been so fucking angry. And don't tell me I haven't been. Jesus Christ. I fucking whipped right back. And hey, I was in that yellow all the fucking way. I'll tell that law officer, if that motherfucker was red when I entered that fucking thing, and it wasn't, I wouldn't have goddamn done it. I'm a CDL Class A license. I goddamn know better than that. But I will fucking take a fucking yellow with a semi-truck, and when I'm into it, even if it turns red, you better not fucking touch that goddamn semi-truck with that fucking car, because you got a goddamn license and you've taken an eye exam test. Don't give me that fucking bullshit and I'll beat you in court there too. You just don't goddamn do it. You don't push the envelope when you know you fucking crossed the line. And by the way, I didn't cross the line. I pushed that fucking envelope down there, going through that intersection to the fucking max. And that cop caught me doing the max. But just like I told him, hey, I was there. And by the way, there's a cutoff point when I'm looking at my windshield. Sure, that's going to turn red. I'm already under it. I fucking clearly been goddamn got into it. And the Holy Father knows that I'm not lying. And I told that man that too. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I am not going to sit there and lie to you and tell him that that light was red and I drove through it anyway. That light was yellow and I drove through it anyway. And that's the truth. And the Holy Father knows I'm telling the truth. And that officer right now, if he's looking at me, he should understand that I am telling the truth. And I still went down and paid that ticket. Why? Because I was doing an evasive fucking maneuver and I was doing it on fucking purpose. and he caught me doing an evasive maneuver on purpose. I would call it a serpentine move that I would use in a semi-truck. And when I have 108,000 pounds rolling down the road, I'm the fucking boss in the intersection too. I just want you to know that you cannot fucking stop me with a semi-truck going through an intersection like that, and it will be proven I legally went through it. I'm not going to be a blood clot in the roadway. I actually made that statement as well. By the way, my attorney was a prosecuting attorney. My Father's the Holy Father in heaven, and I've got Satan on one side that's the Holy Father's prosecuting attorney. I just want you to know that there is no higher judge in the land than the Holy Father, the Holy Son, the Holy Spirit, Satan, Eve, nor even myself. Because I know the difference between right and wrong. It's just like I could push the envelope and fucking go to the crap tables and see how far I could get across the table and stuff to see what I could goddamn get away with, because it's all a game to me. You win some, you lose some in this game. And by the way, I'm the Holy Father's son, and I approve. You pick Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup, you won the fucking lottery. Ladies, you're out of the equation. And it's so fun to be me, because I get to dictate to the fucking dictator. Donald J. Trump, you're done. Old Yeller, bang, bang, bang. You've been shot in the head so many times you've gone goddamn local and crazy. Susan Donohoe, I've smashed you, and you're fucking 86th out of Camas. And by the way, I told you, Susan, this is not the Susan Donohoe show. And you put Susan Donohoe and Donald J. Trump together, and you've got Sandhurst. And you can all go fuck yourself. It's Yahshua inside the cup, it's Yahshua outside the cup. I'm glad that these vagrants, panhandlers, people that's outside the doors at the dollar stores and stuff, people that have dogs that think that they go into the dollar store, like the guy that works at the Rama and stuff, that guy, you know, the way you're doing stuff is just as bad as these panhandlers, and you shouldn't be taking your dog down to the dollar store no more in public. Hey, if you want to walk it through the parking lot, that's fine. Not near the fucking doors and the walkway and stuff, or the law enforcement community may come and have to have a goddamn talk with you, because you've caused the situation and they're gonna fix it. And if they don't fix it, Satan's gonna do it in Eve, because if I don't like you, if I hate your guts, I'm gonna make sure you're fucking wasted, dead, bam. Because all they have to do is want to kill you in my fucking head. You know, like, it even warns you, you know, if you want somebody dead in your head like that, you've already committed the goddamn crime. I can kill as many people in my head as I fucking want. And isn't that something? Oh, Jerry Wright. Here, people fucking pointing guns at me and stuff like that. What are you going to do? Take my finger away from me? I laugh at that too. Hey, my name's John T. Wright. I'm the Holy Father's son. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm eating properly. I'm working out. I'm doing the best I can. I want to meet some nice people that I like, and I really have been missing this woman named Ann, and I haven't been walking up to the Camas Lake lately. You know, I mean, you know, there's things about Camas and Washougal I don't really, you know, I've seen so much damage here, it's hard for me to even love the place anymore. I'm thinking about moving up the Hoods River and buying a bowling alley up there. Matter of fact, maybe I'll never build a bowling alley in Camas, Washougal if I get the money. Because why? Well, I may have hard feelings. I'd love to build a bowling alley in here. I'd turn around and donate it to the city. The city would have, well, at least 8 to 12 new jobs. And by the way, I'd come down and bowl on a Friday and Saturday night just to make sure it got over. And it went down and it happened. maybe even stop in and give you free bowling lessons to people that wanted to learn. And other than that, micromanage it from a distance is fine with me. And I'm the Holy Father's son, and I'm retired. You see, I have the best of everything. I get to play golf, I get to go swimming, I got to eat the best food, I get to meet the best people. I don't want to talk to riffraff anymore. And if you're a garbage person, get the fuck out of Camas and Washougal, because none of us want you anymore. People make paychecks, and people spend their paychecks right here in Camas. If you're not making money, you don't deserve to be here in Camas, Washington. You don't deserve to be around these beautiful women that I see that obviously would talk to me before they'd even give you the time of fucking day. And everybody have a great day. You know, I wish people well. You know, I've been through a whole bunch, and I'm just trying to get better the best I can, the best way I can. And, you know, when I do things and I get really angry and stuff, it does have an effect on everyone, because if I get pissed and I'm not fucking happy and I get fucking angry and I get angry at something and I could focus at something, that object is going to pay. As a matter of fact, when I go after people from now on, I'm probably going to go to the dollar store and I'm going to pick up a doll that looks like them, that reminds me of them, and I'm going to fucking take it and I'm going to butcher them. And by the way, Satan and Eve loves this way I do things, and it pinpoints my hate towards that individual person. So you better hope I don't buy a voodoo doll for you, because I guess that would be voodoo, I guess that's what it is. Satan and Eve loves it. I tell you what, it's all connected to the Holy Father. The more things change, the more things stay the same. And my name's John T. Wright. I have the luxury of telling you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, when no one else does. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. It's MTM Mountaintop Music Show, but who knows if I'm going to sing? I probably will. I'm going to be working on my motorhome, doing my at least one roof cap, getting that one in right. Then I'll do the rest of these here the next time. I'm going to put a new sealed roof on this. I'm going to tear out that back cupboard. I'm going to put a freezer in here. I'm tearing this refrigerator out of here. It weighs so much. I'm going to remove that propane tank off the side of this thing, get rid of all that fucking weight. This truck gets such good gas mileage now. I can go back and forth to Beacon Rock 2 times, back and forth, on less than a half a tank of gas. I'm fucking loving it. And by the way, it's going to get better gas mileage than that. And when I put a hydrogen fuel cell right here and mount it right down there, this thing's going to probably get 3 to 4, 5 miles more to a gallon, is what I suspect. And I party. I've got whiskey, I've got pot, I've got some vape tubes, I've got cold beer, I've got a case of cold beer, and chicken, and steak, and shrimp, and vegetables, and mushrooms, and all sorts of good food. I bought a cherry pie. I like cherry pie, by the way. Women, I love cherry pie. We never run out of a cherry pie when there's women around, as far as I'm concerned. And my name's John T. Wright, and you're not. And men, women are over men. Men are under women. Men, you better look up to women, and you better listen to what they're saying, because they're superior over you. They've got better common sense than you in most cases. I've seen some where they're not. But I'm superior over all women, because I'm Adam from Adam and Eve. And it's not Adam and Steve, so none of you men ever fucking hit on me again, because every time you do, you're blotted out. You're blotted out. And if you go around offending other people like that, Satan and Eve's going to see everything through reflections. And even somebody wearing glasses, like when I got pulled over, Satan and Eve seen this law enforcement officer give me the ticket, I just sat there at the back of my car just totally fucking smiling. And I get the luxury to smile at people. It's just the greatest feeling in the whole world. And that law officer knew it. Hey, you want to go bowling? You want to go fishing? I want to get a boat. I want to dry dock it up there at Hood's River, where there's a bowling alley. I don't know if I'll get the bowling alley. And by the way, if it's not an AMF bowling alley house, I don't want it. I don't want another Brunswick bowling alley again. I fucking know it's too goddamn expensive to fucking. You gotta take all this money first before you even pay the wages to the employees. It don't work for me. I goddamn know. I don't want a Brunswick bowling alley. I'll buy one super fucking cheap, and I'll have to have the whole motherfucker remodeled. And that's what's the problem with that one, possibly. It's a Brunswick bowling alley, and it probably isn't a bad bowling alley, but it just got fucking terrible fucking bowling machines in it. They're terrible because they cost so much to fucking run, and they cost so much to fix. Their parts are outrageous too. Compared to a fucking AMF machine, that's what you call a leg iron. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.